Nagbabalik ang PTV Sports Year-End Special. Maraming salamat PSC Chairman Pato Gregorio. At ngayon naman makakasama natin ang Presidente ng Philippine Olympic Committee na si Abraham Bambol Tolentino para sa Year-End Review ng POC. Magandang araw, Kong Bambol.
Magandang araw sa inyo. Magandang araw, PTV.
Kong Bambol, 2025 has been a historic year for Philippine sports. Para po sa POC, ano po ba yung biggest achievement nyo this year?
This year, maraming lumabas na bagong atleta, sports, na hindi natin akalain na ganong kalakas. Especially sa youth. Yung recently Asian Youth Games sa Bahrain. So, na-break natin yung record, 7-7-10. Dati 2 goals lang, ngayon 7 goals. So, yun yung mga atleta na nakita natin na bagong sibol. Hindi lang yun, pati yung mga nanalo ng mga World Championships. Marami. Sama na natin si Alex. Si Alex sa tennis. And some billiards players.
Sir, kilala po kayo bilang isang hands-on leader sa sports and mga atleta natin. Paano niyo po pinatibay yung sistema ng POC para to ensure po na yung ating mga atleta maabot yung tagumpay nila sa kanilang sports?
So, nakatutok lagi tayo. No? Hindi natin minomonitor natin lahat sila. Hindi pinapabayaan lahat ng pangangailangan nila, yung hindi nila maparating sa gobyerno, through us na paparating natin.
Meron po bang mga biggest changes o reforms na ginawa ang POC to ensure better coordination with the different national sports association of our country?
Yung continuous, not only monitoring, yung rapport namin with the NSA officials. Yung teamwork namin, yung personal touch, di ba? Laging open line kami sa kanila. Importante yan, communication. Hingahan, whether it's personal or sports. Diba? Pumapasok na tayo sa ganun, whether it's family or what. Because they're members of our family na.
So sir, definitely you are open to the feedbacks of the national
Of
sports
course.
associations.
Marami, kahit nga personal problem.
Talaga po.
Diba? We have to provide some legal advices, sometimes financially. Diba?
So para po yung naging relationship ng POC under your leadership is like family.
Yes, sinabi mo pa. We're just one family. No? Hanggang sa retirement. Diba? Kung anong may tutulong namin. After sports, paano na sila?
Sir, para sa inyo po, sino-sino po yung mga atleta na talagang nag-shine this year at paano po sila sinuportahan ng POC?
Well, yun nga sinabi ko kanina, no? Yung Asian Youth Games. Ano? Isa yon. Tsaka yung mga continuous na nagtatap sa whether it's Asian or world competition. It's the stepping stone going to SEA Games, Asian Games, and Olympics.
Paano po sinisiguro ng POC na naririnig at nasusuportahan po yung boses at welfare ng ating mga atleta sa national decision making?
Yan, yung sinabi ko kanina, no? Pag meron silang, not necessarily complain, no? Pag meron silang gustong iparating, no? Hinaing, talagang no holds barred. We will let the government hear that. No? So, that's very important. Yung communication and sige, labas nyo, ihinga nyo yung saloobin nyo. Ano yung kulang pa, ano yung even yung pasasalamat nyo, labas nyo rin. Not only kulang, baka naman, di ba, kailangan magpasalamat din natin sa gobyerno. Lahat ng tulong na binibigay ng PSC, through PSC and PAGCOR.
Sir Bumble, Was there ever an instance na yung mga atleta talagang lumapit po sa POC or sa inyo po, telling their problems or telling yung mga hinaing nila sa kanilang mga NSA?
Maraming ganon. Yun na nga sinabi ko kayo na lampas na iba, personal, family, financial. But of course, most of all, about sports, about their training, about their support, about their problems internally, di ba? Problems within their associations, their comments o nararamdaman kung lumalampas na yung mga coaches nila.
Pagka ganun po na may atleta na lumapit, ano po yung nagiging solusyon or kumbaga ginagawa ng POC when an athlete approach them with these kinds of problems?
Well, first of all, baka naman kayang pag-usapan. So, hine-heads up namin yung mga concerned officials. Pag-uusapan namin, di ba? Baka, para marinig din namin yung side nila. Hindi naman pwedeng side lang ng atleta. Baka meron ding kulang yung atleta, di ba? Siyempre, kailangan marinig natin yung side ng mga officials din. So, patch up, then adjustment.
Ano po yung mga athlete development programs that POC offers to ensure better performance ng ating mga atleta?
Marami yan, pero we leave it to the different NSA, the blanket authority, on their different programs. Pero pag kailangan na namin yung support namin, endorsement namin, whether it's international or local, then nandun na kami papasok.
But how do you manage, for instance, an NSA approach you, tapos nag-a-ask ng mga developmental programs, how do you assess or analyze whether that program is appropriate for the NSA?
Yes, alam namin yon kasi they will not submit if it's not appropriate for them. They know what is good for them. So definitely, yun yung blanket authority nila. They know what's best for them. We will just support it.
Now, this 2025, Philippine sports has been so busy with hosting so many international competitions.
Correct.
Para sa inyo po, ano po yung significance nitong international hosting in our country?
Well, lahat yan very significant, no? May impact yan economically. Tourism sites, meron din, malaki. Kaya lang laging nabibigyan ng importansya yung big yung popular sports like volleyball, basketball. Pero marami tayong hinost na maliliit pero malalaking impact. Gymnastics, co-host lang natin, no? Next, meron tayong i-host na Asian Bridge. Nag-host tayo ng different combat sports, karate, etc. Marami yan eh. So lahat yan pag-host, we're showcasing our country, our hospitality, tourism sides nga, di ba?
Yeah.
So very important yan. Lahat yan pare-parehas ang masyado lang na-focus dun sa popular sports.
Para sa inyo po, I'm sure hosting a very big event has challenges. Ano po yung pinakamalaking challenge na hinarap ng POC? At the same time, ano po yung mga natutunan natin dito that we can apply sa ating mga future
Ang
hostings?
first biggest challenge dyan, walang iba kundi budget. You cannot host a big competition without the budget, the support from government. That's the very, very important one. No? It will not be successful kung walang budget. O yung nga pala, may futsal pa, di ba? So that's one big hosting. So that hostings of different, nakakaingit nga eh. Ang Thailand, almost every week, every month may ino-host sila. So they bid. If government is aggressive, we can do that too. Basta may guarantee lang na we can host and they can provide budget for that.
Sir Bumble, can we expect more hosting events sa 2026?
2026, maraming naka-line up. Sa cycling lang, mayroong Asian Championship track. The first ever track sa atin, nasa Tagaytay, di ba? That's 45 countries. Alam ko marami pa yung ibang sports eh. No, na naka-line up. Tennis. Tennis by January, mauna yon. No? What else? Marami pang inalok sa akin eh. Hindi ko pa masagot dahil I need a guarantee letter from the government. No? So we have to grab that opportunity too. Kung talaga bang gusto natin mag-host. Okay. So, yun. Very important yun. 26, 27, 28, beyond, we can host.
Para sa inyo po, what is the immediate benefits of hosting international competitions and long-term legacy nito sa ating bansa?
Pag nag-host ka, yung mga atleta natin, we can use all those talents. Eh. Kasi meron niyang benefit sa host country. You can you're allowed to play many athletes. So hindi na tayo lilipad, di ba? At saka pag lumipad tayo, hindi tayong host, limited lang yung pinapadala natin. Ito, yung exposure ng mga atleta. So na compete nila yung mga different countries. Okay. Aside from the economic impact and the tourism side impact. Meron yan, direct and indirect. Lahat yan mag-check-in sa hotel. Lahat yan may kasamang magulang. Lahat yan gagastos. Diba? Babayad ng fee, etc. So, at the same time, we're awarded #1 island, Philippines, Palawan. So, lahat yan makikita. So, we're marketing. Bakit ginagawa ng ibang bansa? Tayo, hindi natin magawa. Diba?
Sir Bumble, this 2025, marami pong mga sporting locations and venues na ginawa. So how important is the improvement of infrastructure sa sports sa pagpapaganda rin pagpapasigla rin po ng sports sa ating bansa?
Napaka-importante nun dahil you cannot host kung hindi standard ang infra mo. No? Not only the infra venue, you have to have a 4 or 5-star hotel for the VIPs. No? Siya nga pala, nakalimutan ko sabihin, last month, we just hosted, halos walang nakakalam, World in Surfing sa Siargao. So, manghang-mangha sila dun sa na sinasabi nila yung waves natin sa Siargao is perfect. And continuous yung wave. Dito lang meron daw sa Philippines na gano'n. One of the beaches na meron gano'n. So, perfect. So, surfing, marami. Skateboarding, marami tayong in-host din. Di ba? Even, papunta na tayo ng e-games. Okay?
Sir, ano sa tingin nyo nag-contribute sa sobrang gandang showing ng Philippine team sa mga international competitions natin this 2025?
Yung pag-join natin, no, it will trigger the showing ng team natin. So, minsan nakikita ko, hindi naman ito lang. Kaya rin natin to, ganito lang, di ba? We have so much infra. We have New Clark. Di ba? We have, nag-host na tayo ng aquatics sa New Clark. So, napakadami talaga na pwedeng i-host. Wag lang yung so big like football. We cannot do that. Kasi ang football field dapat 50,000 ng standard ng spectators. Okay, ganun kalaki. So mahirap-hirap pa 'yon. Pero basketball nagawa na natin. Volleyball nagawa na. May coming soon pa. Volleyball awarded na 2029, di ba?
Yes.
Yung women's. Imagine that.
Sir, sa tingin nyo, like, since napakaganda po ng pinapakita ng ating mga atleta this 2025, paano naman pinaghahandaan ng POC yung mga tournaments for the Southeast Asian Games, and Olympic qualifiers for the year
We're ready.
2026?
Nakatuto kami dyan. Silently nakatuto kami dyan. Up to now, we're praying for those who will qualify sa Milan Olympics next year. Diba? Nakatutok tayo dyan. Kaya, simul, nakatutok ka na sa SEA Games, nakatutok ka pa sa qualifying. Then right after that, nakatutok pa rin tayo sa preparation ng Asian Games, October next year.
Can we expect more international exposure, international trainings for our Philippine team?
Yes, it depends on the support of the government, PSC. All NSA, that's the dream, to have training camp, more exposures. So whether it's government funded or privately funded, that's really our main part of the direction.
Meron po bang mga strategies ang Philippine Olympic Committee para pataasin or masustain yung ating performance for the next years?
Well, mini-maintain lang namin yung current program natin. We're just developing it. Keep on attending all conferences and seminars to get new mechanics, new updates, di ba? So, hindi naman sa kumokopya, pero yun ang trend di ba? Yun ang trend.
Sir Bumble, do you have like a special focus on a particular sport that we are historically good at?
Baka magselos yung ibang
Di po yun.
yung sports, no? Pero definitely, aminin natin kung saan tayo malakas.
Para po sa inyong opinion, saan po tayo malakas?
I mean, they're different Meron yung regional level, merong Asian level, and meron Olympic level. No? Sa Olympic level, umpisa natin sa taas na sa Olympic. So forget all other sports. Di ba? Kasi mabigat talaga pumasok doon. So pagdating doon, kaya ka nang karating doon dahil nalampasan mo yung SEA Games, Asian Games, World, kaya ka napunta ng Olympics. So meaning, nandun na si Nayul, nandun yung gymnastics, nandun na yung weightlifting, nandun na yung boxing, ano pa ba? Other sports. No? Yung iba mahihirapan na tayo makabalik. Historically. Di ba? Dahil ang lalakas na ng foreign countries. Tapos bababa ka ng Asian level, teka, marami na yan. Nandiyan na sa Asian level, siyempre, kasama na uli yung ginamit natin sa Olympic. So, pababa na tayo. Dadagdag mo na lang yung basketball, di ba? Nakalimutan ko sa track, si EJ, nandun pa, di ba? Buhay pa, no? So, sa Asian level, papasok na yan golf, tennis, etc. Kahit nga Olympics, nandun ang golf, di ba? Jiu-jitsu, nandiyan na yan, Asian level. Wrestling, judo, marami na yan. So pagdating ng, bababa ka naman. So pagdating mo ng SEA Games, lahat ng ginamit mo sa taas, Olympics pa ba, kasama na yung lahat doon. So pero madadagdagan yun nung non-Asian na hindi tayo masyadong malakas, pero malakas tayo sa SEA Games. Like penchat, diba? Sepa, mga ano na, Muay, mga ganun, kickboxing, andun na lahat yun. Mostly, combat sport.
Sir, ano po ba yung vision ng Philippine Olympic Committee for 2026 and beyond? At ano po ba yung gusto nyong legacy na iiwan as the president of POC?
Walang iba, kundi more gold, lalo na sa Olympics. Diba? Kasi umpisa nung nandito tayo, first gold, Tokyo, courtesy of weightlifting. Paris, 2 golds, courtesy of gymnastics. So, what's next? LA. So, wala nga namang pababa tayo, dapat pataas. Yun ang legacy, di ba? So, 1, 2, di ba? Dapat ganun.
Sir, personal goal, since ang dami na nating Olympic gold, I mean, compared to other years, compared to
of
the
course.
previous years. But then, personally, ano po yung number of gold na target nyo?
Hindi, may legacy pa akong gustong marating. Yung standalone building ng POC office. Nandun yung museum. Olympic Museum. Kasi walang pwedeng gumamit ng ng Olympic Museum, kundi POC. Okay? So, all those memorabilia nasa amin. Kailangan ilabas na namin. 100 years ago pa, lahat nandun.
Pero nasa na tayo doon? Nagsistart na po ba?
Wala pa.
Ito.
Pero yung memorabilia nasa amin. No? We're just looking for the place.
Meron po kayong target year?
Depende yan sa sa government ko nagbibigay.
Sir, how important is your international relationship with other federations and organizations?
Oh.
And how will that help us in terms of our competition, our scholarship?
Very important, no? Scholarship din sa kanila nanggagaling. What else? We have to rub elbows with my counterparts, with our counterparts, no? Kaya marami tayong kaibigang sheikhs, princess, Royal Highness, mga presidente ng mga NOC presidents ng different countries, IF, AF. Importante yun. Lalo na sa competition. Para hindi ko man sinabing para hindi tayo dayain, no, sa judging, di ba? Iba yung marami kang exchange of ideas, exchange of best practices, di ba? Yung iba nga gusto dito mag-training. Di ba? Uy, ang lakas nyo. You're very strong in that sports. Boxing, can we train on you? Yes, Your Highness, you can. You're very much welcome. Can we invite you to teach our athletes or what? Or can we have an exchange program or something like that? So, papunta na tayo doon. Di kulang lang ako sa oras ng pagbuo nun, pero talagang gusto ko yun na may exchange program.
Yes. Can we expect more of our international partnership for the year 2026?
I think there's may nakalinya.
Meron. Pwede po ba nga a little bit of a glimpse kung ano po yun?
Well, ang lagi nagpo-follow up sa akin is Kingdom of Bhutan. Kaibigan ko yung prince doon. So, they really wish to have a partnership with us. Even Qatar. Okay. They really wish that we can use their establishment, sports venue.
So I also want to know your thoughts about the Winter Games and Winter Olympics. Recently po talaga pong mas dumadami po yung ating representation sa Winter Games, Winter Olympics. Bakit po sa tingin nyo, being in a tropical country, nag-thrive din po tayo doon?
Yeah, talent. Filipino, talaga, talent. Filipino, genes. Well, they're practicing in US, in Europe, di ba? So, kahit ganon, malayo, yung talent to represent our country. And kaya nila eh. Kaya nila. Imagine, curling, Asian champion. Hindi ko alam kung mauulit pa natin yan. Siyempre, maghahanda ng China, Japan, Korea. Central Asia. Daestans, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. Kaya, we have to maximize.
I'm sure po yung
We have
mga
to
foreign
support.
countries nagulat.
Oh,
Because
yes. Tropical
would have thought
countries.
Philippines will get into those sports and
Very
medal on them.
expensive. Sa gear pa lang, di ba? How can you support that if what's him? Tapos ang gear mo. How can you practice daily sa club? Sa ski club. Para kang everyday nasa golf country club. Yun, ski club. You have to go to where there's snow. Di ba? Palipat-lipat ka ng bansa. Kung saan may snow, doon ka magpa-practice.
How about strengthening po yung mga facilities natin, like sa figure skating, yung mga rinks natin?
Well, figure skating, we leave it to the personal ng NSA yan. Yung iba dyan, supported ng parents. Alam mo yun? Magugulat ka na lang. Oh, yung anak ko kasi ganun. Without the support of parents, wala. Di ba? Wala. So, hindi naman makakapalag yung lolo't lola. Talagang gagastusan yan. Kasi yun ang hilig ng bata.
Finally, Sir Bambol, ano po yung message nyo sa mga kabataan na gustong sumunod sa yapak ng mga champions natin this 2025?
Just go to sports, di ba? Pwede naman pagsabayin yung study at saka sports eh. Pero kung gusto nyo mas sports, mas maganda pa rin, di ba? There's life in sports. You will develop a good character in sports as a person, di ba? You'll develop everything, lalo na kung you're a medalist, di ba? Hindi mo na mabubura yun. Nasa record na yun na one time you became a bronze, silver, or gold medalist in that competition. Diba? So go to sports. It's the future. Walang kalaban sa sports eh. Kalaban mo sarili mo. Diba? Lahat kayo magkakasagpi dyan.
On that note, maraming salamat, Sir Bambol.
Thank you, thank you.
Maraming salamat po sa PSC at POC leadership sa kanilang insights. 2025 was indeed a historic year for Philippine sports at exciting ang nakikita natin sa 2026. Teammates, stay tuned for more update stories at events sa susunod na taon. Sa ngalan ni Meg Siozo Nabaya at Bernadette Tinoy, ako si Daniela Sanggalang and this has been your PTV Sports Special. Salamat sa pagsama sa amin.